Oh yeah. Of some delicious water.
Me water. Okay, so who wants to do the recap? Bueller?
I mean, for the session previous,
Neither was I.
but
I don't remember. We skipped
Terrible.
we literally skipped a week, and I'm just like, I can't remember.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you guys did anything that week. If you guys didn't do anything that week.
No,
we were
didn't.
getting ready to, and the baby hopped in.
Well, from what I recall, after we had taken care of some of the business at, yeah, we basically found the hand, or found a person to get the hand from, found information on where to get the unicorn horn, or at least summon a unicorn, for a matter of fact. We then continued our way back to the bar. No, we went to the Emerald Enclave. When we got to the Emerald Enclave, we got jumped by a group of monks who absolutely obliterated us. They just sent us straight to hell.
Hold on. Those monks were the same group of monks that were part of Fatz's order.
We can't prove that.
Yeah, we can, because they were wearing the same the outfits.
It doesn't mean they were the same order.
I thought that's what everybody said was it was the same. Anyways, go ahead.
Anyway, we absolutely got blasted by the monks, and so badly that our druid had died. After moping around the bar for a few days, we managed to resurrect him, and then that's where we took our pause. Am I missing anything, Andrew?
Those might have been out of order, but no, that sounds like everything.
Is good enough for me.
Awesome. So then, another day comes about, having learned where you can potentially acquire a unicorn. We strike upon another morning in Trollskull Manor. And what would you gentlemen like to do?
Well, now that we've recovered, I'd like to first summon my imp, make sure Belliamus is up and alive, ready for action.
Doing these imp names.
And then, you always gotta, he's gotta spice it up a little bit. So Belliamus is what it is today. At least this current imp. What's that?
It's important.
No. And then I would like to. I guess I would like to do that and meditate for a few hours on summoning the imp. And then I'll wait for the group to kind of coalesce, decide what we're going to do next.
By the way, it doesn't say you're live.
I am actually on YouTube.
Oh, you're not doing Twitch.
Well, I mean that, and there's a protest tomorrow, and Streamlabs Prime expired, and so I don't have the multi-stream. So I just opted for the one where I technically have 2,000 people.
Okay. So are you like completely done with Twitch then, or?
We'll see.
Continue.
Yes, do continue.
Yeah, that's what I do for meditation-wise, but I'll wait for everyone else to coalesce and see what they're doing for their morning routine.
I just get up and come downstairs. I've been going for a minute. Get a drink.
And very surprisingly, Fats does come into the tap room.
What? Fast, where have you been?
Out. Self-discovery. What did I miss?
Well, you missed her bear dying.
Phallus got his teeth rocked in. We spent a lot of the bar's money. And the bar did terrible in the current week. So we're pretty broke. But we do have information. We did find out how to get a Dark Elf's hand. We know people who can summon a unicorn. The last thing on the list is the eye stock.
The eye stock?
Do you think we could go to the arcane person you guys sold the original eye stock to?
You sold the eye stock to, but doubt it. They might have sold it already. Well, so let me catch you up to speed, Q. My visions have led me to believe that to open something or some kind of key or a certain combination of objects will do something. Most
Sure.
likely related to the stone of Galore, and he's gonna show the stone.
And he shows
Obviously-
a very cylindrical, greenish kind of seafoam stone that looks as though from one end to the other it has 3 orbs for eyes.
I believe you have it in the handouts.
Or I could find a picture of it.
Damn. Sorry, my voice is really bad today. So, huh. You don't think they'll actually be able to, like, we would be able to buy back that eye stock at all? I mean, there's a chance, right?
I mean, if it's... Firstly, we gotta make sure we have enough currency. I barely have enough gold to my name.
I'm completely broke because we spent it on Thal.
Yeah. I have
Wait,
some money.
That money?
Say that again?
So y'all didn't use any of my money?
How are we gonna... you were gone.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we didn't have access to that. We took the money out of his pocket though.
That was not yours, that's.
Okay.
But I guess we could check. But yes, so we need these 3 things. At least I was shown by my patron. We need a Dark Elf's hand, or I presume a Dark Elf's hand. It's a eye stock of the only creature we've encountered similar to Beholder, or the smaller ones, the Spectators, I think is what they're called, and the unicorn. I can't recall if it was its horn specifically or the whole beast. We need those 3 things. For what, I have little to no clue, but it's most likely related to something larger than I.
All right. So what's the least challenging out of 3?
Well, it would be very not challenging if we were to go and be able to purchase the eye stock from the person we sold the wares to, which I believe was the herbalist
How
just
much-
around the corner.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right. So
Here's an
we would like
image
to
of
head
the
off.
stone posted in Discord chat.
Discord, baby, I've got that on my neck.
And the what I'm looking for, and which sub?
In
It's
general.
Oh, that's all right.
I mean, it's a little big, but it could fit in a rectum.
Good news, everybody.
It's a suppository.
So, as a slightly out of character, does Love know how to use the Stone of Galore?
Well, that depends. Have you attuned to it?
Yes, he attuned to it the night he got it.
That's it.
Put it in your ass.
Right up there.
Yeah, you weird ass.
They can't take it from you if they don't know where it's at. But yes,
It's in your prison wallet.
he attuned to it. So does he know how to use it?
Yes. It has...
Recharges a day. Or right? No, it says
Yes.
Stone Galore Stone of Glory
It
has
has-
3 charges and regains 1d3 daily at dawn.
The fuck? Why didn't you use that before?
I didn't know I was attuned to it, or if Love knew how to use
Oh
it.
my god, you should have asked that last time we were playing. That would have helped.
Listen, Love isn't here because he's smart, alright? He's here because he's got muscles and tentacles pop out. Alright? He works with what he has, not what he's good at. Okay? I'm role playing, not min-maxing.
Why am I always teamed up with idiots?
Anyways, if he knows how to use it, he's gonna hold it out, and he's going to, I guess, is it to say ask it? Directly with an apple. Well, he's going to hold the stone tightly, and he's gonna ask aloud, "What are these?" And he's referencing the 3 items for.
It's only but a moment of doing so, and then you feel your consciousness almost drawn into the stone itself, where you feel the cold depths just pressing in around you, in the presence of something large, something very out of this world, but tentacled, not unlike your own patron. And then, pressing into your mind come the thoughts in almost like a very deep voice. Keys. But
That's
only
kinda
to
cool.
Love.
Yeah,
No,
love,
I got-
love is gonna.
You guys just kind of like watch him hold that out and ask the question, and then he sort of gets that far away Vietnam stare.
He's gonna kind of. Love's gonna like put the stone away and kind of like rub his face and shake his head like. It says keys. So I think these things, if we collect them, will open something.
And you can mark 1 charge off of lore.
I will. It does not appear you added it to my inventory, or can I just add it myself?
I think I can.
Filter
It should be here somewhere.
stone. Gun. It's not there.
Oh, you're talking about D&D Beyond? Yeah, it might not be
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Make a mental note.
One. All right, yeah, got it. Done. Checked off. 2 charges left.
Theory, mark 1 charge of Stone of Glory off.
Okay. I was gonna ask my girlfriend to do it for me. So just put a little note somewhere.
That's how you treat Siri?
Yeah. She's my righteous babe.
Alright.
So yeah, let's go check the herbalist. I think that's where we sold the eye stock to.
Did you sell it to Thala?
I think so.
Yeah, you guys sold it because I said something about selling it.
No, I'm saying he was asking if we specifically sold it to her. I'm almost certain we did.
I'm pretty sure.
Either that or it was the person that owns the library.
Right,
No.
wrong. It makes sense that she would take it for potion items.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head on over to Thala's shop. Let's jump on over. When this wants to catch up with me. Whoop. Oh no, right. That's on the board. There it is.
That's on the.
No, wait. Things.
Yeah.
You enter the shop. It is set up like it generally is.
I'd like
Fallout awaits.
I'm gonna approach her, and I'm gonna ask her pretty politely. So, I know we came in through quite some time ago, even months mayhaps. And we sold you an eye stock. We were wondering if you happened to use it already, or sell it by chance.
That was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've made a few potions since then.
Yes, well, that was a quick discovery, Dylan.
I'm sorry to disappoint.
Do you... No, it's never... Do you happen to know somebody who can collect this one, then?
An eye stock of the Beholderkin.
Yes. Or know where we can find one ourselves.
Roll Persuasion.
Is she it? My persuasion's alright, though. That's not great, though. That's 6.
Am I next to love?
I will assume you're all here.
Do you want me to roll persuasion too, or?
He was
you
the
to
one
roll
talking.
persuasion. Yeah,
Oh,
but,
okay.
I mean...
I mean, do you want me to try to give you 8?
I mean, it's already a little late for that.
Oh, okay.
But if somebody would like to roll a d6.
I do it.
6 months this time come out of nowhere.
No. But maybe.
2.
2. No, unfortunately, I don't have any information where you can find any sort of beholder, but since you guys always like to buy them, you have 2 healing potions and stuff.
We're, probably broke.
How much is the healing potions?
50 dragons each.
That's like what? 50 gold?
50 gold, yep.
Love
will cough up 50 coins.
What happened to being broke?
Whatever the shop has left over.
Well, it's as broke as I'd like to be, but these potions always come in handy. Especially,
I was gonna buy the 2, or
you can buy the other one.
All right, I buy one.
Okay, you can both mark in a potion of healing then.
Woo!
I guess I'll make some more for the next time you come around.
I haven't been paid in a long while.
Well, it's because the bar didn't make a lot of money in a long while.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I haven't been paid in a long while.
And who hands out free to probably cover his tab and others.
I don't hand out anything for
Love is going to absolutely ignore everything you say before you get fired by the guild.
Fuck the guild.
Well, you're working for him, so I'd like you to tell them that.
I have.
I'm sure you've had union dealings before.
Alright, so what about those the mage guys? Don't you guys have tidings to them too?
Well, we planned on using our relationship with the Grey Hand to see if we can get what. Oh, sorry. I planned on using my relationship with the Grey Hand to hopefully get her to summon a unicorn for us.
That's fine and dandy, but we also need to collect the other pieces. They might be able to barter a bit about a location for the ice stop.
That's true. I mean, we could always ask when we get there, but I'd rather us make sure we get something instead of information about another.
I mean, it's up to you. Other than, do you know?
Do you know
or
what?
wait. The people with the Nimborite. What exactly were they again?
basically artificers.
Exactly. So you think they might have any info on a ice?
Why would people who work with cogs and oil have eye stalks laying about? Or
Artificers
have,
deal in the arcane and a bunch of other shit too. So
but
you never.
that, I mean,
They have the thing is they also have dealings with other people.
Love is gonna go, well, if you think that'd be helpful, we can always check them out.
It's either that or we could always find
Temple of Golland.
what's her name? The one chick that we had in our bar for a while. That we were
I am
hiding.
not dealing with the chick who works for Xanthar's Guild. That's all you, stud.
I mean,
You're like,
never
yeah, these people are looking for an eye stalk boss.
Is anybody proficient in history?
I am.
I am.
I am not.
The two of you would definitely remember that Istrid Horn works for the Zentarium, not Xanathar.
Wake the fuck up.
You don't know that. Shut the fuck up.
I do know.
You don't. You're not proficient in history, slut.
Look, God told me I knew it, so...
No, God told you didn't know it. In fact, he told you quite the opposite of what you're saying right now.
God loves being mean.
Anyways, so I say we check with. It was called the Grey Hand, right? That's what they were called.
Forest Grey?
Forest Grey.
Vajra
you're
Saphir,
messing that up.
the Black Staff.
Well, I know their symbol was Blackstaff. I wanted to talk to Blackstaff. And hopefully see if she could work her wonders and summon us a unicorn.
So you
That
wish
was
to go to the temple?
Yes. Via carriage. Because it is a long walk in the cold. And
Nice. So for 2 silver.
cutting out.
I'm just following the.
Yeah, I'll just keep heading to Forest Grey and talk to Blackstaff.
Sure. You arrive upon the building, and of course, it's busy as per usual, or at least, again, for Waterdeep winter usual. You make your way in. There are many students kind of going in and out. It's, I guess, comparable to a day in Hogwarts where they went to Hogsmeade. Probably. I would assume. And you go to her office. And closed.
Lovely.
One moment, please.
And then he'll take a step back from the door and he'll kind of like lean over to the group. One moment, please.
And probably 30, 60 seconds later, you hear the click as the door opens.
And yeah, I'd like to walk into the door. Walk right through it.
The door swings
Very
before you
Potter.
open, and there sits Vajra behind her desk. Ah, it's good to see you all. Do come in, have a seat.
He's gonna sit down in the seat. This feels like I'm gonna get scolded by.
And what can I do to help you all? Did you find what was wrong with Meloon? Or did you... What was it you were looking for again?
Well, we were.
It's only
sent
been a
by
few
the
nights since I
Emerald
saw you
Enclave.
at... Yes.
We were sent by the Emerald Enclave to investigate was it changelings? No, they were doppelgangers. to investigate doppelgangers.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go?
It went differently than expected.
Differently.
It seems that many of them live remedial lives, as it to put it oddly. They have, many of them, at least the ones that we communicated and saw, had no intention of harming Waterdeep. Their only intention was to live peacefully, is what they said. And as a person who's a very law-abiding individual, I had no reason to seek their harm. But we managed to make a deal and to make sure they stay out of trouble.
Well, Mr. Bradlin, I trust you in facts and your judgment on this one, but all the same, I would be remiss in my position to not report such findings to Detective Blastwin of the Watchful Order of Magisters.
As you see fit.
Is that all you wished to report on?
Well, I had a personal request of you, actually. For the most part, yes, that's all I wish to report on due to that matter. But there was another matter I seek your assistance with.
Do go on.
Due to my nature as a warlock, I've had visions of necessities that I should acquire. And one of them is a unicorn. Whether it's horn or the whole beast, I can't recall. Can I roll something to see if I remember if it's just the beast or just the horn? I want to say it's the horn, but I don't want to have to drag a whole unicorn carcass through town.
Give me history on it.
All right. It is a 19.
Well, you find it very difficult to tell whether that was from your patron or from the stone itself after your experience earlier.
Okay.
And
right. Uncomfy.
the two times that the unicorn has been brought to your attention in the vision, there was once that it appeared to not even be a real unicorn, but instead a child's toy. And then the other time, it was the whole beast itself.
Maybe, I don't know. I need a unicorn. Whether that's I believe I need the whole beast of the unicorn. And since you're a powerful mage, I was told you may be able to summon one.
Well, I do possess the spell to summon celestial beings, and a unicorn is amongst those I am able to summon, but I can't really send it much far from myself. If I were, you would need me to be present at this location, whatever that be.
Love's going to think for a second. Let's see, what has he got? Wait, what has he got in his old spell toolkit here? What we got? Nothing helpful, nothing helpful. Understood. He goes, well, I believe you would be able to come with us. I don't see an issue with that, and it might even be of interest to you.
And if I might ask, what in relation is this unicorn for?
I was told it's a key. Part of a riddle I've been given it is part of it. The unicorn, an eye stalk of a beholder, and the hand of a dark elf.
Those other two sound much more difficult.
We've acquired one of them through legal means, mind you. And the eye stalk is the one we're having current issues with, assuming you have come to agree to at least bring your celestial, your magics with you.
Just to make sure.
Take a point of
Wait.
psychic damage, as when you say that you had acquired one of them through legal means, just a sudden spike of pain rushes throughout your brain. That same booming voice that told you that they were keys just simply says, no.
Ugh. He's gonna like rub his head like, I don't know what this is about. This is mightily uncomfortable.
Detached.
And you.
You were saying,
Maybe-
Fats?
Yeah.
I was just gonna make sure, watch to make sure he's not doing anything slick or anything.
No, but everybody does see him reach for his head and a very light well of blood from his nostril.
You alright?
Yeah. Excuse me. It's it's nothing. He's gonna kind of like put
The
his hand
stone
up
feels
to-
heavy in your pocket.
Regardless, I think I have at least, with your assistance, one of the two pieces guaranteed.
Okay.
And with your assistance, hopefully finding a third piece, being the beholder stock, or beholderkin, I should say, is the was it? She's an alchemist, right? She makes potions. That's what alchemists do.
that was Thala.
Yeah. She's a druid, right? The owner of the
You have no
potion
idea.
shops then. Anyways, the owner of the potion shop that a beholderkin stock would be adequate. Whether that's a spectator, I think it's what the little ones are called, or if we need to rip one from a larger beast.
Yes, spectators, gazers, and beholders. Hopefully not anything worse than that. I wouldn't know of a larger beholderkin in the city other than the Xanathar himself, but not even we can track down that one.
We've encountered them before in the sewers. What do you think our odds are again if we just rummage through the sewers again?
It's difficult to say, Mr. Bradley. And what was it that you said that these are keys to?
That I actually don't know.
And where did you come about this information? You said from your patron? You are...
I'm a warlock, as it were. Or at least I believe that's what I'm told. I'm not very proficient in the arcane, like some of my compatriots. I only happened into these magic happenings after a fishing accident. And yes, I am registered with the magistrates. I think it's what the right magistrates want you to register to make sure they know who's magic and who's not.
I mean, kind of. You can register with them and then they consult with you on magical crimes.
Yeah. I'm registered with them. Yeah.
Well, that is good to know.
Yeah.
It definitely seems as though Mr. Blastwind has been busy as of late. It was an awfully entertaining tale.
As it always
That a
is.
month ago regarding your compatriot, Mr. Dustgrove?
My compatriots are a wily bunch, and he's gonna look directly at Caesar. Just straight in his eye. Self-control is a virtue, as it were.
Well, nevertheless, gentlemen, I guess depending on what it is that these keys open, I could very much provide my services in summoning a unicorn. I would needs to be there, but there's only so much that I could be party to.
I appreciate it. If I find out anything else, I'll make sure to come to you first.
Okay.
And then he's gonna step on out.
Very awesome. And is there anything else you gentlemen would love to do?
I'd like to kind of powwow with the gang. Real quick.
Did anyone else wish to speak to Vajra before leaving her office?
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
Take that as a no from Fats as well. Did he fall asleep at his desk again?
I pray not. But if he did, I wish him a sweet sleep.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the building then and back onto the frigid streets. A very light snowfall is coming down.
Few times, like
I'd like to kind of look to Fats and Caesar. So, do you guys think we should let Blackstaff know about the stone?
Well, what are our options if we don't?
Well, without that, I doubt she could help but well, I doubt her trust in us with whatever the keys open be helpful. Not to mention, from what happened in there, you saw my nosebleed. I believe the stone communicated with me again, telling me that we're still missing a piece. We didn't get the hand yet. It has to be severed.
Alright, well, put your hand on the table. I got the knife.
Well, he's gonna look at himself. I'm a human. And you're a dragonborn. Fats is a dragonborn. Dallas is a wood elf. We need a dark elf hand.
Thought we had that covered.
Mm-mm.
What about the changeling?
Well, that would require us to cut off their hand.
I'm sure I can talk her into it.
I'm sure you could not. And not to mention, do you know the anatomy of a it's a doppelganger, actually. Do you know the anatomy of a doppelganger? Do you know if it reverts back to a doppelganger's hand, or their base form, as it were, when it is separated from its body?
Is there a check I can make to answer this question?
Hold on while I think over the skills real quick. Oh, buddy. Maybe history or
buddy.
nature, arcana. Arcana might be a good one.
Yeah, I can do Arcana. Give me a second. 19.
Doppelganger real quick. Guess who else doesn't know this offhand?
Come on, DM. You don't know odd, strange factoids about doppelgangers? Good lord.
You're supposed
Actually, I believe it came
God.
up. Okay, hold It reverts to its true form if it dies.
Ah!
But the doppelganger's not dead. We're just taking the hand off.
You assume the ligament dies. I assume your character would not think so silly.
Yeah, but the
Huh.
question then becomes, would Caesar care to tell you that?
If Caesar cuts off an arm, and it goes back to normal, and he knows he's just a ripe bastard. There's like no ifs, ands, or buts. He's just a bastard.
What about your interaction so far? I have not told you that.
Well, that usually he doesn't lie if it doesn't benefit him.
Well, there's that at least.
But maybe it's a good laugh.
You would not
Anyways.
fuck us over for a laugh the entire thing.
Oh,
All the way back.
it doesn't have actual factors. Let's do we know any dark elves roaming the city or any that is a dark or has dealing with dark elves? I mean, group.
I don't know. Dark elves are still kind of like quote-unquote bad guys. Oh yeah.
Not bad guys. They're just
Long enough that is sort of change that. Everyone's like,
great. Cut off your head. Oh, that's right. Fucking. Yeah, fuck him.
Whoa, whoa. I like a cool.
He
Well,
was a bitch.
then why are you talking about Driz?
To keep his name out your mouth.
All right. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, anybody have any ideas for dark elves? Then?
Theoretically, we encounter one that just so happens to be an enemy. I don't think we'd be remiss to detach ligaments.
That's a long shot there. I'm talking about like, do you know any contacts that would
So
lead us to one?
you want us to target a specific person of a race and detach their limbs for an unknown purpose.
No, you're misunderstanding the question. The question is do you know of anybody who has dealings with dark elves that may need to get rid of some?
Love cannot run his hand. No, he does not know anybody.
What about you, Fats?
Fats is asleep at the keyboard.
Is he really?
I don't know.
I
He
think so.
appears to have gone AFK of some sort. It would not be the first time.
Okay.
Professionals.
Who do we know? Where is Yala still in the city?
Yala Gralhund?
Yes.
I think history again.
Give me 1 second. Fuck, I got a 0 on history. Hold on.
Yeah, you do.
That'll be a 3.
You have no idea.
Alright. Well, I'm out of ideas then on that one. So scratch that one off for right now. What about the others? What are we gonna do about that?
Well, we have a unicorn, basically. If we tell her where we're going, we could get her to come with us. And I'm sure she'd be happily obliged to open the vault, or open whatever that we're opening, if I show her the Stone of the Galore. Whether the stone wants that or not is beside the point. And he's gonna kind of like look at it a little funny. Regardless, I think if we just scour through more familiar parts of the sewer, we're bound to find another one of those beholders, or beholder kin.
Hey, love.
Or we can see if there's any. Oh yeah.
Roll history.
Shit. Of course, I will back. Did I get inspiration for doing the recap, or did you not give me that?
Yes, you have inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that right now. It's a 14.
Wow, 2 better.
They're okay.
It's-
They're okay.
As you're standing there and you're chatting about it,
Mhm.
you see someone across the street in a very flashy purple cloak, and you're very much reminded of, at the beginning of this entire mess, there was this store that wasn't too far from the Skewered Dragon. with
Oh
this-
right, I know. Okay, I know this. All right, give me 1 second to go through my notes. Wait, I got you. Give me 1 second to go in my notes. Shit. It was like, his name was a beholder's name. It wasn't Xanthar, I don't think. It was. Fucking got here too, in my Google Docs somewhere. Normally in my water derp notes, because I have a water
wait.
derp file.
You're telling me a guy that had a beholder?
No. It's the dude who had the little baby beholder in the window. Do you remember?
He wasn't a part of the campaign at that point.
No, right. You weren't here.
That was
Let's
back when we
see
still had Adam.
Let's see.
What about Rocky?
No, it was before Growlin. I could have sworn I had it in my notes.
Never had Naisha.
See,
I was waiting for you to say something.
private box. Ah, shit. Let's see here. Damn. Let's see here.
Anytime you want to give up, your roll is enough.
Yeah, I'll give it up. I'll get it.
Yeah, it was a deep gnome who ran a trinket shop.
Yeah.
You remember purple smoke trails and lavender scent, and yes, there was the little stuffed beholder in the shop window. Zoblob.
Zoblob. God damn it.
XO-blob.
So maybe Zoblob will have an idea. He was a collector of oddities. He's gonna like look to Caesar. There was a trinket store that had a lot of odd things in it. Even a little trinket beholder. It was like a doll.
Oh, so you're into that kind of stuff.
Yes, I am. So, by chance, if we visit his store, he might have information on how to get one of these trinkets that we need.
Sounds like, I mean, we don't have any other leads right now anyways. Might as well try to one out.
Yeah, and he's gonna fucking hail a cab, hail a cart.
Stick your leg out.
Everyone says that. He's not got good legs. Jesus, they're like tree trunks glued with hair glued on them.
That's so gross.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Well.
twice now that he's gonna have to stick his leg out to hail a goddamn cab.
Nevertheless, end of the day, you're looking at 4 silver to get.
He's gonna haul ass and chew grass. He's gonna get there.
All right.
-1 gold. Remove. +6 silver.
So yes, You find your way to the old Zoblob shop.
Good old Zoblob shop. Can only rely on the good old Zoblob.
Head down. So, heading from Blackstaff Tower, here in the Font of Knowledge, down south along Sword Street, past the castle along Waterway, down onto the high road, and on the way of the dragon, south, turning on to Fillet Lane. It's right here. Corner of Fillet Lane and Zastro Street. Itself outside old Zoblob shop. There's not much light coming from the window, but you do see it still hanging there.
I feel like, yeah, I bought his little silver skull. So he's gonna see it. So can he see if there's any lights on?
There's not a ton of light, but it does look as though someone's here.
Okay, he's gonna knock on the door. Is it closed?
No, it is open.
Then he's gonna walk right in.
Yeah, you go in, and once again, purple smoke trails. He sits on a purple cushion amongst his purple shelves and so many trinkets. Anything you could wish to find that's listed under the trinket section of the PHP. Sits a deep gnome with his graying skin. I don't even remember how I described him last time, so we'll just give him bushy white eyebrows, a long cigarette holder with a cigarette in tow. What can I do for you?
Can you help us locate items, Zoblob?
Items?
Yes. We're looking... And he's gonna, like, gently close the door behind him. We're looking for a beholder stock. Or, not specifically a beholder candies.
Who after Zoblob?
Say that again?
Are you after Zoblob?
Mayhaps.
He's not for sale.
Well, do you
We
happen...
just need one eye stock. Not the whole thing.
The whole thing? You going to damage the shop's mascot? What are you here to do?
He's gonna go, no, I'm talking about a real eye stock, not your mascots. Like from an actual spectator or a gazer.
One of the big ones?
Yes.
Would you want that?
Your
horrible thing.
well, I'd like it as a trophy.
What did it ever do to you?
They've tried to petrify me before and looked at me funny.
I got everything funny.
That's fair. But again, if you could help us find one. Or there's another item, but we'll try for this first.
Mm-hmm.
Can you help us find an eye stock? Or do you know someone who might have one available for purchase? From a discerning customer.
Give me a persuasion.
All right. Please, God. Yeah, that's a 9. It's a 9 right there, bless. It's a 9.
The only one I've ever seen is Zoblob himself. Just the one that hangs there in the window.
and I know you're not willing to part with Zolblob.
Not really, no.
So, do you happen to have any petrified hands?
Again, what
Specifically a
you
dark elf.
find, everything that rests upon the shelves is anything that can be found in the trinket section of the PHP.
I'm trying to find the trinket section of the PHP.
Which is not that kind of thing, no.
Bastards,
I don't believe so.
I was gonna double check. Let's see here.
Well, it's not. Why would there be?
No, I do not see it. That'd be very cool if it was, but it is not.
Bollocks. There are tons of different things, much like the small silver skull that you have, but mostly along that sort of line. Just little baubles and trinkets, for lack of a better word.
None of this is quite helpful. Number 9 seems pretty accurate.
We
Yeah.
could go back to the one bar.
What?
It's very specific. He's talking about the Yawning Portal.
A bunch of different people gather there. We could ask the barkeep if he knows anything about either of that.
Or we head into the Yawning Portal.
That was the other thing. I was holding that off.
He'd much rather head into it than talk to the barkeep, because this is the third person we've talked to about beholder stocks that have not been helpful at all.
Yeah, but the barkeep gets a lot more random people than some dude in a bar, in a shop.
You leave Zolblob out of this. Zolblob is doing his best as a fine business entrepreneur, okay?
That I do.
But he won't give me the mascot.
It's a mascot. He's not supposed to just hand you his mascot. That'd be like handing over Thallus for the bar. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm cool with that.
I'm not! And that's why you don't get this.
He died,
And we paid to bring him back, just like you did.
so technically giving him for the bar is kind of, Anyways,
You're not. Zolblob, so there's nothing you can help us with. We're looking for either a petrified hand, or we're looking for a beholder stock from one of the big ones, not Zolblob. He's gonna point to the doll.
Petrified hand.
Yes, maybe of a dark elf specifically.
I'll give you guys another shot. You can roll me Persuasion once again. Give you a +1.
Can I give the help action to our boy Skyzer?
Certainly can.
I will give the help action to Caesar.
you
Because I
said
believe his persuasion is
persuasion?
I believe his is higher than mine.
Said persuasion, right?
Yes.
Click, 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 click.
Bastards.
That was a 7, so
With the help action.
now you just roll again, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, 20.
There. Thank Lord.
Good.
Something decent.
Oh.
God bless.
Soblob takes a moment and scratches his chin. Takes a deep drag off of the cigarette before lavender scented smoke comes fuming out of both sides of his mouth with just a
Man, he is He is chuffing on that lavender.
He does point to one of the aisles. No, not dark elf. I do have a goblin hand. But in here goes on like a long stretch of that, you know, that brothers, cousins, sisters, mother sort of thing. That there's this band of dark elf fellows in the dark ward. What was his name? What was his name? Reagan? Axel. I believe that was his name. Some other upstart of those gangs or whatnot.
Say his name again, or spell it really for me. Let's be real here.
Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle.
Yep. I know it's jarring and all.
Hey. Jar. Oh my lord, that is spelled horrible.
It's a fantasy world. Have you ever seen Doris spelled out? Come on.
No. And so he is. I don't like how that name would be pronounced. Anyway.
The beginning of the book actually has
Anyway.
pronunciations for all this crap. Because they know it's not easy. Jar, Laxel, Baneray.
Baneray. Okay. So about
Zoblob's not on here. We got ripped of Zoblob.
Zoblob. So Jaraxel is leader of a gang,
Yes.
and
So
has he
thanks.
been harassing you or?
No.
Oh, okay. So, well, I believe that would be extremely helpful to us, Zoblob.
So you're gonna buy something before you leave?
He's going to look around the store, and I'm gonna have to bring up the PHP again.
No, it's fine.
Train.
Roll I got it right here. Roll a D100.
Oh right, you got a D100. Okay, right. We're D100. Here it comes. Yeah. There'd be a number 61, officer.
CX-D1. A cameo carved in the likeness of a hideous person.
Hey, what carved?
I don't know. Cameo? C-A-M-E-O.
C-A-M-E-O.
It's something carved in the likeness of a hideous person.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They're okay. They're like rings and stuff like that. They're usually white and with black backgrounds.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
A picture. All right, yeah. It's an ugly person. I'll copy this image and I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah, basically, it's a brooch with an ugly lady on it.
Yeah. Gladly purchasing the brooch with an ugly lady.
Roll a d6.
All right, here it comes. Oh my gosh.
Could be a 6.
It'll be a fucking 6. Hold on. Oh, slam. It's a 4.
4 gold.
All right, it's leaving my pocket. Remove. Oh.
Well purchased. It'll treat you well.
I hope so, Zolblob. And he's gonna kind of he's gonna like open his vest a little bit, his little patch of armor, and kind of just tuck the trinket in, kind of on the opposite breast of the Stone of Galore.
Quick question: what would be the difficulty rating of me sleight of handing that fucking Zolblob?
From most images I see, it is a very big doll. Like window sized.
I'm asking.
That'd definitely be like a 20.
Damn it! I don't know if I should risk it.
Why would you? What do you have to gain from stealing this man's doll?
The waste of my time from this guy.
You didn't waste our time. You literally gave us an answer.
It's a Zoblob battle map?
Alright, alright.
I mean, if you want to fight, feel free to steal, and I'll watch the town guard come and butt diddle you. It's an option we have.
Alright, so we're off, right?
I believe so.
Actually, as you are walking out of the door, you feel like a pulse from the stone and a desire. Or all. You get the sense from that the doll would be okay to satisfy the needs of the key.
He's gonna sit there and pause. What? I wonder. He's gonna turn around. Zoblob.
Yes.
Then he's gonna look at the other. Do you happen to have a toy unicorn?
Takes a moment and thinks.
Would I have advantage if Zoblob is talking to Love?
If he wants to consider that the help action, potentially.
Yeah, Love would absolutely stand in the way of him stealing Zoblob.
You can have an advantage.
So,
on that.
saying he would actively say this is where Zoblob should be. Do not take Zoblob, leaving complete access to the line of sight of the doll.
I mean, at the same
Doing the opposite
time,
of the help action.
at the same time, you remember that you don't need the whole beholder. You just need the eye stalk.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna do.
you can try to pocket a stock off him.
Yeah.
Right.
So that would be what, a 20?
If you're just trying to take the eye stalk, I can give it to you on probably a 15.
Alright, while he's busy, I'm gonna try it.
Right?
I will be giving no help. Receive none from me.
16.
16's good enough.
You
don't-
see nothing, motherfucker.
I don't have any unicorns. What was it, though? I think there was one that was given away. It was that last midwinter. Some girl won a stuffed one. What from here? What was her name? Castellanter.
What a dumb
Yes.
name for a child.
Castellanter.
Well, with your proficiency in history, the Castlanters are another noble family in Waterdeep, kind of on the same standing as the Growlhounds. In fact, they are friends with the Growlhounds. They do have a daughter. They're dumb names.
Shit.
Right. Amalia Castellanter and Victorio. Close enough. Who cares?
So maybe out for that one. We could probably talk to our homeboy Raynar about talking to him to talk to them. I think that would work. Anyways, he goes, that is of great help to me, Zoblob. Thank you.
In fact, the Castellanter Villa is just off of Delzorin, right by the House of Inspired Hands, the Temple of Gond. You've walked by it before.
We could do that! We could go to the Temple of God and see if they'll build us a unicorn. Or we could talk to the dude and he'll build us a tiny little unicorn. Perfect. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That would work, right? I think.
You are getting weirder every day.
He's gonna fucking jump on out and he's like, Caesar, you're a fucking genius.
Ugh, that was gross.
He's gonna go, we can go to the Temple of Gond and have them build us a unicorn.
Can we go back to hating each other? Because this doesn't feel right.
He's gonna like pat you on the shoulder gently, and he's gonna start walking to the Temple of Gond, or getting a cart to the Temple of Gond.
He's gonna wipe off his shoulder. Gross. And then I guess I'll follow.
And yeah, to the temple.
One moment, I guess I need to take a look at something, but it will be another 4 gold to go across town.
Absolutely. 4 gold. Jesus Christ.
No, sorry, not gold, silver. My bad.
I was like, these cart rides are getting ridiculous.
As they get to across town,
It's right here.
Borai's gonna reach into his jacket cover and he's gonna pull out the eye stalk and put it in Love's hand.
I'm just gonna go. Where'd you get it?
Found it.
He's gonna go. I'm gonna go back to hating you now, and you're gonna hold on to it. He's gonna gently put it in his lap.
But you need all the pieces. You're the chosen.
We're a group.
You're the one with the stone and the visions.
Do you want the reward that comes with it?
I will be taking the reward, yes.
So
but
you're gonna hold on to this, and he's gonna put it in your hand, and he's gonna just kind of sit silently the rest of the car ride.
He's gonna wiggle the eye stalk in his face.
Anyways, I'll wait for Andrew to get back after he Google plexes something.
Did Fats go to sleep, really?
I think he went to bed. Yeah, dead ass.
Wow. That was like 2 minutes into the session.
Hey, that man works hard. He's gotta pay for a lot of his shit.
He's a tattoo artist, right?
Yes, he is. He's a tattoo artist and a single father.
Jesus.
So he's got a lot on his plate. So you know what? I hope he rests well, and I hope he's a good fucking sleep. And that's on God.
Sorry about that. I return, and my hands are covered in toilet water.
Ooh, yum 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 yum. Kid fell in.
No, just have a very unfortunate problem. The chain gets caught every so often, and I won't close the flap.
Gotcha.
So, you arrive at the House of Inspired Hands. It's getting a little later on in the day. It's probably about 2 in the afternoon on a 24-hour clock.
Mm-hmm.
And the temple does not seem busy. Not a ton of people going in to offer prayer or worship to Gond. It is mainly those who are within the halls. But the door is unlocked.
I'd like to walk in.
Okay. It is the same scene from before. There are the different pieces all over the place. The little brick everythings. I can't remember any of them offhand.
Let's see here. Is it... Man was the one who created it. Or is... I feel like I wrote her name. Was it? It was Yorn. It was Yorn, no? Or am I thinking the wrong person?
Don't believe so.
It was either Yorn or I've got a... Yeah, no. We're heading to the House of Inspired Hands anyway.
You make it inside.
I'd like to see if I can find the woman we assisted last time.
Okay. There does seem to be, once you get closer to the temple, a bit of ritual going on. You see a few of the priests. There's some chanting, some form of offering, a new creation to be put within the hallowed halls here. And You do recognize standing at the head of this is a dragonborn, bronze dragonborn, who you remember as Voleta.
He's see, I had it right there, but I thought it was a bad person's name. Because I wrote it right after like crude map of the field of war with an X on the map, the name of Tharakund. Anyways,
Brachus?
it might have been Thrakus. Anyways,
You're getting your
I
dragonborns
go-
mixed up. That's racist.
There's so many of them. I can't help it. I got 2 in the party. I got some bad guys, some good guys. There's a lot of them. Okay. Not there's like 4 humans. It's hard to keep up with. Anyways, he'd like to approach Valeta, or Valeta, or you pronounced it.
Okay, so the ritual goes on for about another 15 minutes.
Mm.
And, I mean, unless you're going to try to interrupt, she just does her best to ignore you.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna just kind of he's gonna wait patiently, respectfully.
Eventually, everything comes down to a conclusion, and she does turn her attentions upon you and gives a brief nod. And when everyone begins to sort of disperse and go back to their duties, she begins to approach. What brings you back into the House of Gond this time?
I need assistance with a certain, let's call it a trinket.
Did we not give you enough of them when you helped us out?
No, but I mean, I'm saying that he's gonna say not. It's not that you didn't give us enough. It's that we seek a new one. This time we seek your help.
My help?
We
And what is it I could help you with?
we were wondering if you could, if you, or you know someone who could, make us a small toy, similar to a toy unicorn, not stuffed but mechanical.
A unicorn.
A unicorn.
What do you wish it to do?
Maybe either make small movements or be completely inanimate. We just need it to look similar to a unicorn. 1 horn, 4 legs, horse-like features. Small would be preferred. And we'll gladly pay.
Maybe this will be something best asked of Nim. Has been rather down of late, and we haven't really had him creating anything, especially not since that whole disaster. You will remember.
Could we I know it is Nim is treasured by you, but do you think we could possibly speak to Nim and see if he could make it for us? And obviously, if he created it, he would have been inspired again to hopefully continue to create for you.
Perhaps. We can head up to Nim's apartments and see how he is feeling. I do see that he might be a little more responsive to you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, quickly,
He's gonna
this
give,
way.
he hauls ass, and he's kind of like walk up, and he's gonna go. Caesar, are you gonna back me up on this?
Sure.
All right. He's gonna walk right up.
What exactly am I backing you up on?
I'm just asking for the help action when we have to obviously make our persuasion check.
What are we persuading?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Nim to make us a unicorn.
Yes, because he's gonna be so forgiving that we killed his creation.
But what if we inspire him to make a new one? He's not allowed to make other Nims. He's not
Alright.
allowed to not make other creatures.
No problem.
All right, and he's gonna walk right in, or he's gonna walk to the door at least to see if
Mhm.
Nim's being responsive.
Through the halls and up the tower you all go. And then stop outside the door.
Oh.
She does briefly try, and it does appear to be locked once again. Just a light tapping. Nim, please come on, open the door. We are sorry that it had to be that way, and your friends, they are here to see you. Nim, please. They wish to ask you of something. Perhaps you could make something for them. Somebody wants to roll me Persuasion with advantage.
Caesar, you're the champ. You're the boy. You're the lad.
It was an 11. You said with
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is an 18.
Very good. It is briefly after that, with the slight moment of hesitation that you can tell that Nim has for trusting at all in the situation, given what had happened before, that
Sorry,
you
Nim.
hear footsteps approach the door, and then a latch let loose, and the door opens onto Nim's metal visage looking out from the crack. So he's seeing or eyeing who is out there. Upon seeing you all, the door is then pushed further open, slowly. And there's a slight creak to it, just a...
He's gonna start talking. It's good to see you again, Nim. I'm sorry we had to do that to your creation. We honestly mean it no ill, but you must understand we do have obligations. But I've come to ask for a favor, so hopefully you can make us something.
Nim begins to make a number of gestures. I forget if anybody had like deciphered or cast something to where they kind of knew what Nim was saying.
No, we
yeah.
waited for her to translate it.
Yeah. Then she speaks up. Nim says that he too is sorry for what had happened. That it was not his intention for it to get out, but merely a way to ease his loneliness. And that in time, perhaps, his heart can forgive.
And I can only hope it does forgive us, Nim. And I have a small favor to ask of you. Could you create us a small unicorn? Obviously, we know you can't create a unicorn like in the storybooks, but could you make one that looks like a unicorn?
He seems to make very confused gestures towards Valeta. Yes, Nim, they would like you to make something. No, they did not ask me how big it should be. How big
He
then?
fucking comes up. Whatever size he would like. We just need it to look like a unicorn.
Very dangerous parameters to give him.
How about let's say at least slightly smaller than the average horse.
All right, that sounds good.
Oh, he's alive.
He lives. Thing go wrong there, Q?
Outside, on top of being tired, I wasn't not really feeling so hot.
Well, hopefully you're
But
better
all
now.
good.
If you do need to take the time, feel free to do so.
Well, if I do that, I'll be ending it short, and we just got started.
No.
We've been going for like an hour.
It is a little...
It's been that long?
About an hour and a
bud,
half,
you've been
actually.
napping a good minute.
I mean, it's not like we did anything good, like big, other than steal shit. But you know,
Okay, true. Oh, it was really steal.
When aren't you
I
stealing
literally
things?
just saved us the time from fighting fighting a beholder.
Listen, I'm not. You didn't hear me out of character complain. You'd only hear me in character complain.
Which you wouldn't take the wiggly stick now, would you?
Oh, love wouldn't take it. Anyway, how does Violetta respond to our slightly smaller than the average horse?
We could afford Neem the materials to make something more pony-sized. That would probably be okay.
That would be perfect.
But using so much material, we would definitely require some sort of monetization for that.
We do have we have some money.
What sorts of timeline would you be looking at?
Hopefully within a week. if that's, I guess I have no idea how long it takes for him to create one of his designs, let's say.
You are asking a being that does not eat or sleep.
Well, how long does it normally take him to create a creation about his size?
No. How long were you working on that name? Seems to give a few gestures, but you get a bit to the understanding that he's just not speaking at it.
Can I try to
Okay.
learn how Nim speaks? I'm assuming it's like a sign language.
It very much is, but it's not. I don't know if your character would be familiar with any sign languages that do exist.
I mean, he knows Common, Dwarfish, and Elfish.
Definitely not. The concept of sign language is kind of foreign. You've heard that there are some mute people who have a way of speaking, but you've never witnessed it or could understand how they could develop speaking. Speaking is so complicated with just their hands.
Yeah. Shit, dog. Normal fucking silent. Complicated. This shit wild.
Well, and believe in the end we would only ask 800 gold pieces in areas.
800 gold pieces, huh?
100.
Oh, 100?
Yes.
Okay. He immediately grabs 100 coins out of his purse and hands.
We will be in contact when things are done.
I appreciate it. And he's gonna look to Nim. Thank you, Nim. And I hope you don't mind asking, how did you learn to speak with Nim using your non-verbal communication, as it were?
Nim has been here for a long time.
Nim.
Only the high priestess or high priests have learned to communicate him with over the years.
Question. Does Nim know what we did?
Yeah, Nim knows what we did. Nim very well knows what we did.
Nim saw the body.
And how does Nim feel about that?
He was very hurt by it.
No,
I assume it was
like, how's Nim feel about that now? I mean, we're basically asking him to work for us, even though we got rid of something that belonged to him.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I just want to make sure what you guys are doing, there's not going to be any surprises.
No.
I don't think
Nim would never.
You can't speak for them, love. Come on.
I'm not
We don't know exactly what Nim could be plotting. If there was a plot, that's what I'm getting at.
Nim's gonna Trojan unicorn himself out of here.
The sad.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine.
Anyways, so you'll be contacted about that at a later time. We got the unicorn, got the eye stalk. We have an area to go get the hand. I think we're just about there.
All right. I'm not in now, so I'm going to call it a night for myself.
I get you, Q. I get you.
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good, bud. Don't need to apologize. Life is a ass kicker.
It happens, man.
It happens.
All right. So I'll catch y'all later. I'll catch y'all next week.
All right, be safe, Q.
Yeah.
Okay. So then.
Yeah.
There is but one thing left, and How do you set to achieve it?
Well, I believe we are going to go to the location of those dark elves.
One quick question. I sent a letter off to my brother back in home. Did I get anything back?
You
Told
send
you
a
to
paper
fuck
bird. That's
off,
gonna take a
you
while.
suck. It's gonna take a
Gotcha.
year.
Gotcha.
Take a while. So you're heading off to the dock ward to try to find Jarl Axel? Is what you're saying?
Yes, that is what I would like to do.
Okay. Be another 4 silver to take a cart down that way.
Oh, the silver, it adds up.
Yes. So, you get in the cart and you rumble off down the street, making your way on the frozen path down to the dock ward of Waterdeep.
Yep, he pays it up.
During
That
this
silver
journey,
up, son.
Caesar, you receive transmission. Well, it's not foreign necessarily. You've had this happen so many times, especially as of late with things changing. It's nothing you recognize. No one you recognize. And just a simple husky voice of a male, you would assume. A very simple, "You gentlemen seem to have something that belongs to me, and I'll be getting it back soon." You have 25 words to respond should you wish.
And this is Caesar's receiving it?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so what exactly you want to say?
That's you. What are you saying?
You're the only one that got
I
it.
can't. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't respond to it. That's all you, son.
And it was responded with, "You gentlemen have something that belongs to me."
And I'll be getting it back soon.
Alright, 25. Give me a minute.
A lot to think of.
Okay. So I'll respond with, "Who are you? What is it? And I don't take threats kindly."
Well, 9 words.
Yep, that's all I got. Because, I mean, he didn't really leave me with much of what the fuck he's talking about.
Alrighty.
Alright.
I'm playing it by ear right now.
That's fair. As one should. I'm not. You're doing the right thing. You're a champ right now.
And then to the dock ward you make it.
Yep.
In the dock ward,
Combat wise,
what
are
did
we
you-
assuming it's just me and Caesar?
Well, I guess I can give you Fats since he was there with you guys traveling.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying, like, if you want it to just be us two, I was just trying to make sure. If you're adding Fats, I mean, I've got a plan in mind that we use Caesar as a damsel in distress. Hopefully he gets attempted to mugged by the dude, and then we beat him up and take his hand and skedaddle.
What? Do I look like a pretty girl?
I mean, you could be. Mm? Mm?
What?
You already have a slim figure in game. Mm?
To be
Just
fair, that
because
picture
I'm-
is kind of femboy.
That's
just
what I'm
because-
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Just because I'm fit and not thick, it's alright.
Listen,
Doesn't mean
you're fit, long hair, slender figure. I'm just saying. Put a cloak on, keep the hair down. No one would think twice.
I'm about to stab you.
You gotta get through the AC first, baby.
That ain't gonna be a fucking problem.
It sure will.
You forget, I roll hot when it's against my partners.
You can attempt, but Hellish Rebuke twice, I don't think you're gonna be able to avoid very well.
Oh, I've got something for that. Don't worry.
I don't think. Are you illegally allowed to Hellish Rebuke at Hellish Rebuke, officer?
I don't need Hellish Rebuke. There's something else I can block that with.
He's the only warlock to learn counterspell.
Anyways,
Well, that was the first thought. If that doesn't work, we go in there, or we beat him up, and we take his hand and skedat.
have you never really bartered with anybody before?
I want you to look me in my eyes and go,
I'm not kissing you.
officer,
Not kissing you.
I would like your hand. I will give you 10 gold coins for it. Now, do you see how odd that sounds, and see how bad of a deal that is? Now, I want you to run that through your head. You're a rough and
We're-
tumble.
We're not
Gang member.
necessarily taking his hand. Who's not
Are
to
you
say
trying to
he-
buy a black market hand?
just saying, who's to say that he already knows one? And may already have a
He's
hand
gonna
on
go, listen, if you're not gonna take it from them and you're gonna buy it off them, I'll let you talk it all out. I only have so much left. I'm not fat, so wouldn't mind throwing if I finally get done with this.
I'm broke because of a bear.
I have 10 gold left because I paid 100 for the unicorn. So,
Things to delete.
like, how it's... Anyway, oh, okay. What's, this alley's got a dead thing in it still?
I cleaned it up. I didn't really expect us to come back here, but I don't have much in the way of box for maps, so
That's
sure it is. Well then, in the late afternoon, you find yourself back in the dock ward, amongst the boats and seafaring area that is the shore. There are 3 boats. Or 2.
3 of them.
Well, best get to choosing.
I'll follow you, Caesar. I've been leading the charge through a few of this, and I'm making you do the rest.
So where are the boats exactly?
So there's the big one you don't see the shapes of, but you can see it from here. There you go. There's a few more in these areas. Reading the stern, you would find that they are the Heartbreaker, the Hellraiser, the Eyecatcher. Looks like there's another by the name of Sea Maiden's Fair.
Alright, well, love. Which one do you think a dark elf would sit in?
Love's gonna go. I haven't met many dark elves, so I wouldn't quite know.
Do we have any like clue that would lead us to which boat it would be, or?
Nope.
Only know those words.
You only know that Jarlaxle
Have a
operates in the
name.
dock ward.
What's his name?
Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle?
Yep, Jarlaxle. He's got a last name. You know?
Are there anybody
Jarlaxle Ben Ray.
is there anybody like around that I can ask?
My cards.
Yeah, you could roll investigation. There are a few people about.
Yeah. 7.
At 17?
Yep.
Okay. Accidentally dropped some knowledge I'm not supposed to.
Ooh.
A lot of what you capture about the area, though, that the ships have been around semi-lately. One of them, the Eye Catcher, is a carnival ship.
So I doubt it's that.
Based in Luskin, travels along the Sword Coast. I am terrible at English. Wholesome entertainment, fantastic street parades.
Wait, I'm gonna say that again.
The Eye Catcher is a carnival boat that is based in Luskin and travels the Sword Coast. It does parades and entertainment.
Okay. What about the others?
They
Love
mostly
would
seem
know,
to contain.
Can Love roll history? He would know about the boats. He used to be a fisherman. And he
That's
would
why I
operate out
asked
the
you in the
boat.
first place.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm not smart. I really ain't in game.
Jesus.
So what do you want to know about them?
Can I roll history to see if I know who would own these ships? What affiliation each of these ships have? Obviously.
Sure.
Do you want me to roll history for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 9.
It's a little hazy. I'm not really picking up anything.
Been a minute since I've fished on these rivers and
You
these
real
oceans.
fisherman, or did you lie about that too?
Love is gonna go, well, I did catch that fish for that gold dragon. So I'm a real fisherman, alright. And I can swim as much as
So-
I'd like.
Is there anybody around?
There are a few people, not many, but a few.
I'm gonna stop someone off and ask them if they've seen specifically a dark elf or a man named Jarlaxle, if they've heard of that.
I'd also like to be on my guard, please, and I'd like my imp to keep a lookout.
Sure.
Sounds
So,
like a good way to
depending
get
on how you want to go
jumped.
about it, it could either be intimidation or persuasion.
Persuasion. 7.
People are very closed mouth. They change the subject quickly and move along as quickly as they possibly can.
Has anybody seen those kids we saved?
Be close.
I'm actually curious about that. Are they anywhere nearby?
They all died of hypothermia.
One might have. Do you want to roll for it?
One might have. Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah,
roll for
What is it?
He's mostly joking.
it. No,
If you
in
wanna
my fantasy
roll-
world, the kids always live.
If you want to roll investigation, you can look for the house that you left them in.
14.
14 will be good enough. Was this building here? Doing.
Sorry. guess I forgot to talk. You pointed to one or outside?
Yes, that one. Those are in fact the children.
Ah, weird looking kids.
Well,
Alright,
I mean, they're having fun indoors.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the kids, and the lady if they've heard of a man by the name of Drillaxel, or if they've
You gonna
seen a
knock
dark
on
elf.
their door, or you just gonna throw rocks at their window, or be a creeper about it?
I'm just gonna walk.
I own this joint. I mean, you basically you gave them a lot of money.
Yeah, good.
This is your orphanage.
Anyway,
He's a good guy.
I'll murder you and these kids.
Saving
Oh,
kids,
man.
owning orphanages. He's a real
Anyways.
sweetheart.
Would they know? That's a hard
I mean,
call.
they would be the ones that like spot someone suspicious, like of a dark elf, wouldn't they? Because they run around on the docks around here.
And what are your proficient in persuasion?
I'm proficient in persuasion. Yes.
Well, after a little bit of talking and just
Or no,
general chit chat and
yeah.
keeping up with everything, since you invested in them, you do bring up the topic. And the tiefling girl, I believe she speaks up and just kind of rather timidly at first. Yeah. We've seen him. He's on that big one. With all the
big one.
Yeah, the one with the robots.
Okay. Could you, would you mind pointing it out?
I mean, it's basically kind of like there's only one big ship on the map, so we'll go with that one. It's the one
Okay.
that's essentially just right outside.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I will look at her and go, I would say, thanks.
Just shh. Don't tell him anything. He hides himself.
He hides himself. What do you mean?
Himself sword.
He calls himself Zorn.
Wait a minute.
Sword.
Zord.
Zord?
Yes.
Alright. I appreciate
Or-
that. Anything else I need to know?
More than one.
You mean he's more than one person?
No. There's two others with him.
And what are they?
Drow, like him.
Thank you.
Shh, we didn't say anything. He's not nice.
That's fine. And you didn't hear me ask.
Guns.
He'll raise his eyebrow. Guns?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright. I appreciate it.
First.
So after that, Borai will take his leave. Alright. So apparently he's on the big one with all the robots. He's got two other drows, and he likes to hide himself and also call himself Zord. Another thing, you ever seen a gun?
What's gonna... Can level history know what the fuck a gun is?
Roll history.
I ain't got nothing. I have no clue what a gun is.
Yeah,
You know
you've
what?
never heard of such a thing.
Do I have to roll a history for a gun?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second.
I feel like this is specifically related to you, Barai.
No, I have a 1.
No, right.
You ain't
Zord.
heard. You ain't heard nothing.
Max on board, more than one.
I've never heard of a gun. Something about related to a crossbow, the little girl was saying, but worse.
Well, we should be careful at least.
It is the two of us. At the least, I could just use
Well,
you
three.
as a
There's three.
shield.
We have Fats with us.
Well, at the least, I can use you as a shield.
I mean, that's what we've been doing in the first place.
You are very dummy thick.
He's gonna. I don't quite know what you mean by that, but watch your tone. He's gonna say it in a confused sentence.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
So, which direction is the big one?
It's this thing here.
Oh. Okay. I'll come down.
Well, let's come off the ice.
Can you like guide me where I would see it on the dock, by chance, Mr. Handsome Pants?
I think here are some crates. It does not look like a way to get up, but I spin it around.
I know you're gonna move because I can't see shit on. It's all blackity black.
What happened? You should have vision.
I don't know. The only thing I see is like everything, like, you know, it blacks out everything except for where my token can visually see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Interesting. Try
Like, I don't have
relogging.
full map.
They usually works when you relog. Well. I guess then, what is your goal?
I would like to take this motherfucker's hand. Is that appropriate to say?
Then he won't be as handsome.
You know, maybe Chopsticks is right. We should just throw the whole camp away. Just throw it all away.
Right on to Star Wars, I see.
I know,
Alright.
I know the puns won't stop at Star Wars, but good God.
Alright, so let's make our way up to this big boy.
Uh-huh.
Gonna walk on up. Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
Which boat?
I'll just put on the boat. Wasn't sure if you're gonna sneak or just fall out there.
I'll get right up on it if that's what Brez doing. If Brez not sneaking, I'm jumping on it.
Okay. It is definitely quite the boat. I wouldn't really be sure how to describe it. You have the mast. There are a few people about that definitely take notice when you just kind of like waltz your way on up.
I like to kind of hail one.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We're looking for the boss.
So, from the area beneath here. Let me look at my NPCs real quick and see if I have. Do I have a thing for this Deuterino? Over. This So a Luskan human takes his way up the stairs. What can I do for you? I hear you're calling for me. What brings you onto the eye catcher?
Is it who do we? Is this a dark elf speaking to us?
Oh, this is a Luskan human.
What is your name, by the way?
Me? I'm Captain Zord. Zarda Zord.
Oh.
And who might you be?
Wait a minute. I don't think he's a goddamn shapeshifter. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Boar, I will nudge Love in the arm.
Yeah. Oh, we're here looking for work.
Work, you say?
What?
Uh-huh.
Roll me deception.
I'm going for it.
Alright, you backing him up?
Ah, I don't need it. Fuck you, 19.
What was that?
Ah.
Is your love lying?
Because he doesn't want to just beat this dude up. He's got no reason to beat this dude up. It's a human. He's hoping to see a bad boy dark elf, but he's not looking for Zorn. He's looking for what's his tits.
Well,
For Zablif. Well, Jarlaxle. We're looking for his reward can be where Jarlaxle. There we go. Perfect. Anyways, yeah, 19's my roll for deception.
well then. There's a parade coming up. Might be a little too late to incorporate some new help, but why don't you follow me? We can talk this out a bit more.
Right, he's gonna follow him.
Okay, he leads you inside the cabin that he just walked out of. It seems to be a dining cabin, decked with golden filigree, purple curtains festooned with silken tassels, wood paneling scented with magnificent perfume. And before you is a feast laden out on golden platters sprawling a mahogany table of exquisite craftsmanship. Even the doilies,
Now-
something to behold. Standing behind it
Oh my
all, with a
lord.
wine glass now in hand, is a well-built, scantily clad man, scarlet apparel designed to accentuate his trim figure and a bountiful chest of hair. A flashy rapier hangs on his stylish belt. Now then, this is where I prefer to do all my talking, with his flashy, pearly white teeth.
Well, we are looking for some work to get information. And seeing as you're an affluent person who knows their way around a dock, we assume to help.
Work for information. What kind of work are you talking? Are you performers? That could really be handy. Or more dark hands?
Dock hands, more or less. We can perform, but for the most part, we can't really leave water deep.
Shame. So much of a world out there to see.
Maybe after we're done on this adventure, we would join. But for now, we're seeking to stay here to hopefully earn our way through the chain, as it were.
Well, the docks aren't exactly the best place to do so.
No, but you gotta start somewhere. So, do you happen to have anything we can do for you?
Oh yes, there's
return?
there's plenty that can be done around here, yes. We do have 3 ships to maintain and cargo to move about.
Okay. I can move. I can help move cargo pretty well. And I used to be a ship hand. I used to be a fisherman, so I know my way around a boat somewhat.
Well, it feels good to regain your sea legs then.
It's always good.
Please sit down, have a
I haven't
bite.
been He's gonna get nibbling on whatever is offered. But about what we want. I'm sure that's what you're trying to pine at.
It would be something. Offering work for information. What kind of information could you even be seeking?
We're looking for somebody. Or if you have, or obviously if you know where to get something specific, but we'll start with what we can hopefully get out. We're looking for a person. A Jarlaxle Banray.
Jarlaxle Bainray.
Yes. Jarlaxle Banray.
And why would you seek such a man?
We seek him for... He has a key. A key that I want.
You want? And what is this key to?
That I don't know quite yet. But I know it's something valuable.
I mean, all that glitters is gold. And
So,
you
do you think
believe that I know this Jarlaxle person.
You'd be a great place to start at the least. You're a well-informed person, wealthy, and you're quite the affluent talker, so there's no way you don't know your way around a good tale or two.
Ah, yes, please. Keep describing me. No, dude, go on.
Well, again, as such an affluent person, you must know what there is to know about most towns you visit and most places you go. And not to mention someone that we at least believe to work at a dock, and you who travels what I assume mostly by way of boat. You must know the ins and outs of at least those who run the docks, or at least those who save you.
I know quite a few things in quite a few cities.
So, do you believe you could help us, Mr. Zorn?
I mean, there's ever so much the possibility that I could help you, yes, but I'm not going to just give that up on the promise of work. We'll definitely have to do some time before.
We do have time to spare.
Okay, that is good words to hear. Excellent. Well then, go on out and speak with Krabig and let them know that you'll be doing a little bit of work for us around the docks here.
You said Krabig?
Yes, Krabig. And say we'll give it a 10-day and I'll see what I can find for you about this Jarx Bainsray?
Jaraxle Bainray.
Axel Bainray.
He's supposed to be someone affluent in the dock. So, hoping you can assist us with that.
Can I, is there a specific role to see if he's lying about knowing that person?
I believe that would be insight.
That would in fact be insight.
Insight, give me 1 second.
I mean, I have no reason to distrust Zorn here. So I'm not...
14.
Get absolutely nothing. It's way he flashes a smile. His eyes don't really ever shift from either of you who happens to be talking. His blink is steady. No shiver, no tremor. His voice doesn't really change except for when he wants it to. No truth, no lie. You have no idea.
Does he? Let me put it this way. When he's talking, does it seem like normal as like a person instead of animatronic? Because when the little girl said the boat with all the robots, I'm just trying to get something out of this.
No, his voice
Might
does
not-
seem natural, and his vote is coming from him.
All right. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know where to go from here, boss. Other than work, work, work. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun,
Well,
dun.
the night is dragging on, and we are at just over 2 hours. So,
Alright.
what if we were to call it at this moment? That seems like a fair.
I would hate it, but that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because we also need to know about the other players. So,
I mean, it's fine. I'm
I
sure-
mean, we just need to know if like we're gonna continue having all the players try to get together or what, because there's awfully a lot of life stuff going on lately.
Yeah,
That
that's.
sounds-
We might have to replace somebody. Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh god, I think it just reset. We're just gonna have to go ahead and call it an end.